Hey, we're back because I want to try and commit to these video diaries to prove that I am a better human being than I make out to be. So it's the end of February. The only thing to do is talk about what we have done, just because I like to look back at these myself. Like, I don't make these for anyone else apart from future me, so enjoy. So basically I started the month with a day at work. Afterwards I went to a spontaneous drag show. Basically my sister has made it her mission to go and see loads of drag shows, and for this one she was meant to go with someone else and they couldn't go, and I didn't want her to waste her money. Thought, I've got nothing else going on, I want to try and make my life more interesting to make these more interesting. I went and it was great. The only thing was I was just a bit tired, but if you do want to read more about that, I have written a blog post about them as well. That was really good. And then the next day I went to go and visit my nanny. God, I love that quality family time. Then I went home. I just chilled at home that evening. I'm pretty sure we watched Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia 2 because me and my mum are really into ABBA. So we forced my father to join in with that, which I'm sure he very much enjoyed. I know I did. So then the next day, because I go home, my parents always treat me out to a meal somewhere. I don't know why. And we went to the Hungry Horse and it was really good. And then afterwards, because we were trying to decide on dessert and we didn't really want the desserts that were at the Hungry Horse, so I pitched my favourite dessert place, which I did not realise my mom would actually agree to. I pitched Sunday's Gelato and she actually said yes. So we all went there, and then I got my friend Maddie to meet us there because I did agree to kind of meet her in that afternoon just to kind of do some things. Yeah, and then we just kind of go into like a boring week. It started with Monday where I was feeling shit, but it actually was quite good in being organised because I got a bit further with like my housing application, and then I had perinatal mental health team contact me because that's the whole thing going on. Yeah, it was just a lot of working for the rest of the week with like a visit to a place called MAP, which is located in the city centre, and it's basically just for young people to get advice and like possibly counselling on anything. So I initially went to kind of help with like benefits and housing. I'm not in the best financial situation and I'm not going to get maternity leave pay, so it's just figuring out what to do then. But they also told me there that they have like really good parent support groups for like people under 25. I'm glad I found that place, and yeah, if you're ever needing help with anything and you live in the Norwich area, go find MAP, it's right by Chapelfield. Then there was also like a doctor's appointment, which I have kind of regularly, as you probably know, because my life has not been the easiest to live. But she was actually quite happy with the progress I've been making, and she was seeing that I was making like responsible decisions for myself. I'm not going to get into it too much because that has changed since then. Then we have a boring Saturday. I just kind of chilled, sort stuff out here. And then on Sunday I went to Nando's with my best friend Maddie. We also did a little bit of shopping. I cannot actually remember what we did. I feel like I bought stuff to do with the baby and like maternity stuff, I think. I'm not sure anymore. Then we have more work. I went to work. I don't know why I say work like that. Then we have more work, and that basically did fill up my week. I worked every day, which was like the first time I'd actually worked like a full week in ages. But then I also tried to fit in some kind of like fun things around that. I'm looking down, I'm looking at my calendar, which was on the floor. There was Tuesday the 12th where me, Maddie and Scott decided to hang out at Spoons because it had been a while since we had both seen Scott and we wanted like a little catch up. We got there and there were some really loud like drunk guys at the table by us, so I just went to find another table, and luckily there was one, so we got to avoid that. And then I got a kids menu and was colouring it in, and I was upset that I was given just 3 colours. Yeah, on Thursday the 14th, which if you do your maths, you would know. I don't know why you need to do maths. That's Valentine's Day, and now Ellie is single. Probably been the first time I've been single on Valentine's Day in like 4 years. Even though I never really celebrate Valentine's Day, I've never really been that one to say like Valentine's Day is amazing, because in my head it's like, you should just treat people like that every day. It was still like a weird thing to think that's like, oh, I'm actually alone. But luckily I wasn't alone. I managed to have like a little Galentine's Day meal at Pizza Hut. And then the Friday, which I like to deem a very, very productive day, I had gone to the council in the morning. I managed to hand in my application for my housing. Then I went to work, and then after work I went to go and see Alaska, who is a very legendary drag queen. And again, if you want to read about that, you can check out my blog, because I don't really want to talk about it here, but you know, pictures will probably pop up every now and then. Yeah, and then me and my sister went home and we had a takeaway on the way home because we were hungry, because we had both pretty much just kind of come from work, and it was a long show. It was a hilarious show though. Following day, I visited my nanny again, kind of like every other week. My dad goes to see my nanny when he comes home from work, so I try and join in with those. Then afterwards, I organised going bowling with my group of friends. It was so nice, and for like one of the first times we actually managed to just successfully organise a trip out, which was really shocking. Yeah, we had a nice time bowling, and then we were trying to find a place to eat, and we were like, let's try these really extravagant places that we don't really go to, because we always go to Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut was the only place that would take us, which is why I always say let's go to Pizza Hut, because we are loyal to them, they are loyal to us. So it was a boring Sunday, and then it was like another full week of work. It was good. I love working. I feel like it's a very nice distraction for me. It's a little bit tiring, sure, but a great distraction. The only really important things I did was hang out with Maddie. On Tuesday, I think we just came back to here, and we were like watching Drag Race and stuff. On the Thursday, I think we ran into each other while she was shopping, and then we decided to go and get some food at Ed's. You know, classic girl time stuff. This was a very interesting weekend because there was another drag show involved, obviously. This one wasn't in Norwich, so we had to travel down to London. Now this is a bit of a story, because the night before I had started being sick, and with me it's kind of hard to tell whether I'm ill or whether I'm just, you know, pregnancy related. So in the morning I called my sister and I was like, I don't know if I should go, because I don't want to throw up in all of these circumstances, but then I don't want to miss out on the drag show, because it was Trixie Mattel, and she is like one of my favorite drag queens. I can't say my favorite because it is a toss-up between her and Katya. I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity, and it was a lot of money that would have gone to waste as well, and I had to make a decision, and I chose to go. I think it was a test of how much I wanted to see Trixie. Basically, I walked to the bus station in the morning and I felt sick. When I got to the bus station, I was trying to kind of provoke myself a little bit, because I thought if I was sick then I might be able to last the coach trip to London, which was like 3 hours. But it wasn't happening. So I threw up on the coach about a minute and a half into our coach trip. And then I just napped for like the whole journey pretty much. When we were in London, we met up with Maddie, and then I had some food in me and I just felt so much better. Like my sickness didn't really bother me at all. I haven't been sick since, so you're... So we got to London, did that. We did a little bit of looking around, then we got to the hotel, started getting ready, and I was really trying to do like a Trixie Mattel-esque makeup look, and it was not successful at all. And then we went to the show and it was incredible. It was a really, really good show. Yeah, we got back to the hotel, we slept, and then we got up and we had to like pack everything and then get ready to go back home. So yeah, then we have work. Wednesday I didn't have work because I had a midwife appointment. Woo! We're now 25 weeks, which is crazy. Good chat with my midwife just about some concerns that I have. Got to hear her little heartbeat again. It's just an incredible thing. However, she did tell me that the next time she'll see me I'll have to have an injection, and that's fucking scary. And then afterwards I kind of wanted to meet up with people because I was stressed. I met up with Tom and Maddie, majorly third wheeling as we all went to Chiquitos and then Sunday's Gelato. And then the Thursday I went to was like a whole heap of stuff. It started with an impending meeting with my health visitor and the midwife, which was said to be at 12:30, and unfortunately my midwife had to go and do an emergency home delivery, so she was an hour late, which meant I had to endure a very awkward hour waiting. But the chat itself was good when they were there. I got a lot of helpful information about how to kind of do this on my own. That is quite a scary thing, and it was something that I had never anticipated happening in my life. But here we are, and I did get quite upset at some points of it, but luckily I had work following. Yeah, and then after that I met up with Siobhan, Emma and Maddie, and we went to Pizza Hut. Emma's birthday was like that Tuesday, so I needed to give her her present. And it was nice catching up with them, especially after that day. Then came back here and just had a chat, and it was so good. Oh, I have the greatest friends. I really do. Have I had fluff in my hair this whole time? No, I think it's just the shine. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, I best go because my camera's dying. So Ellie, future Ellie, who's the only one who watches this, who's the only one that cares, I will see you when I see you. Bye.